The universe operates on a strict sequence, where every cause precedes its effect. In our experience, actions do not run in reverse. Backward time travel breaks this sequence. The most famous example of this breakdown is the grandfather paradox. Imagine traveling back to a point before your parents were born and preventing your grandparents from ever meeting. Your birth depends on your grandparents meeting. Stopping it erases the reason you exist. This creates a contradiction. You must exist to prevent the meeting, but preventing it means you never existed. The timeline is caught in an unresolvable loop. The grandfather paradox shows that backward time travel is logically inconsistent. You cannot prevent the very event that makes your existence possible. These logical failures occur even without human intervention. Physicist Joseph Polchinski demonstrated this using the simple movement of physical objects. Imagine a billiard ball rolling into a temporal wormhole, only to emerge in the past, where it collides with its younger self. The force of that collision knocks the younger ball off its path. Because it was hit, the younger ball never enters the wormhole. This makes the ball the direct cause of its own failure to enter the portal. It only avoided the wormhole because it was hit by a version of itself that had already gone through. These mechanical paradoxes prove that the laws of cause and effect are incompatible with moving backward through time. Some theories suggest the universe avoids these contradictions by forcing events into unchangeable, closed loops. Consider the Bootstrap paradox. A traveler takes a famous book from the future and gives it to the original author in the past. The author copies the text and publishes it. Years later, the traveler buys a copy of that same book to bring it back in time. This creates an ontological problem. The information for the book exists in the timeline, but no one ever actually thought of the ideas or wrote the original draft. In a closed loop, information and matter can exist without ever having a beginning. This concept is known as the Novikov self-consistency principle. It suggests that the laws of physics simply forbid a traveler from changing any historical event. If you travel back to stop a fire, your attempt to help might be the very thing that ignites it, perhaps by knocking over a lantern while trying to stomp out a spark. History records your arrival as the original cause of the disaster. You didn't change the past, you fulfilled it. If every action you take in the past has already happened, your choices are effectively predetermined. A deterministic timeline prevents paradoxes, but it traps individuals in unbreakable cycles devoid of free will. There is another possibility. Instead of looping, reality might fracture to accommodate the presence of a time traveler. This is the butterfly effect. A microscopic change, like stepping on an insect, creates a cascade resulting in a completely different future. The presence of any matter from the future taints the timeline. At the moment of arrival, history diverges into an erratic path that never reconnects with the original. Even small changes in the past create a chain reaction, leaving the traveler with no way to predict or manage the resulting future. The most mathematically sound way to resolve both paradoxes and closed loops is the multiple timelines theory. In this model, interfering with the past does not overwrite history. Instead, it births a parallel universe at the moment of interference. The original timeline remains exactly as it was, but the traveler is now permanently stranded in the new branch they created. This resolves the grandfather paradox. If you prevent your grandparents from meeting, your original home and your own birth remain intact in an inaccessible dimension. Changing the past is impossible. Time travel is not a way to fix history, but a journey into a different branch of an infinite multiverse.